What is up, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? I am the Joker, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different on my channel. I'm going to be helping all of you with your side deck choices, helping out against what to face against the current meta with the new link format, and hopefully it does help all of you. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I haven't actually seen any videos or any uploads or any news articles or anything like that on what to face for the current meta, so I thought help all of you out and make my own video. So, as you can see, I've actually got 5 piles here, and the reason that is because there are 5 different sections I would like to cover with this video. The bottom 3 piles here are the acknowledgements that I would like to point out. Although I don't run them in my main side deck, they are quite a little bit of fun and do help. This, of course, with my toon sleeves that I love, is the main deck, this main side deck, and for these 2 cards, I would like to acknowledge right now, if you do not run these in your main deck, run them in your side deck, and they're a lot of fun. And the reason that is of course, it is the Dark Hole and the Max C. If you do not run these in your main deck, side them. I understand some people might not always main deck Max C because not every deck does a lot of special summoning and depends on what you're going up against. But definitely run the Dark Hole, as it is a great board wipe card that is a lot cheaper than getting Regeki. Now, in saying that, I would like to point out that this side deck video is all about more on the budget side of things. So you're not going to be seeing Ghost Ash, you're not going to be seeing Ghost Reaper, you're not going to be seeing the really high-end expensive cards, and the reason that is because I have tried to build this on more of a budget, although some of the cards that I've been able to put in this I was able to get them at the time at a low price. So that is why you might see some cards that might have skyrocketed in the price in the moment, but when I got them, they are quite cheap, and they might go down in price again. But without further ado, on with the side deck video. So, before I start with the side deck, I would like to point out a few things. Number 1, as I said, it is budget. Number 2, this is personal preference, so it depends on what you're facing. And number 3, my personal preference of what I'm facing is ABCs, Cosmos, Monarchs, Draco Slayers, Paleozoics, and the Zodiac format, as well as Dynamist and Pendulums. So those are the main decks I want to cover on my side deck and what to use against them. So without further ado, this is what I run. For Paleozoics, I run the double Denko Sekka. This is also against any set heavy decks, is a lot of fun. Doesn't require tribute, so that's the bonus right there. You can just normal summon this, stop your opponent from activating their set cards. They also can't set additional cards. So let's say with Paleozoics they've set 5 cards, they can't activate the effects of them, and so that really slows them down quite a bit. Next, I'm running the double Ghost Ogre. Now the reason this is it is great against every single deck. I'm talking Dynamist, I'm talking Draco Slayers, I'm talking ABCs. If they've got an effect, or if they're going to activate a spell or trap, you just activate this, it destroys it. Sometimes that card might not resolve because it has to remain on the field to resolve, but either way it's destroyed, so you don't have to deal with it. Next, I'm running the double DD Crow. Now this is against the whole ABCs, this is against Blue Eyes, this is against the decks that use a lot of graveyard effects. You just banish their card and you don't have to deal with it, which is a lot of fun and is extremely useful. Next, I'm running double Artifact Lancier. Now the reason this is, as I said, Cosmos, ABCs, Infernoids. Oh, I didn't say Infernoids, but you know what I mean. Pretty much those bash heavy decks, I don't want to have to face them, I don't want to have to struggle with them so much, so having Artifact Lancier really helps me against them. Next, it is essential for pretty much every single deck to have somewhat of 2 Kaijus. Now the reason this is because Kaiju, it doesn't destroy, it tributes over the card. So if you don't already know what these do and how great they are, if they've got a Masterpiece Draco Slayer out on the field, you just tribute over that and you don't have to deal with it. And that's not activating a spell, that's not activating the whole being destroyed by a monster effect, is just tribute over it so it doesn't destroy any of the rules. So that's just a really great card to run, and definitely pick it up. If you can't pick up Gamma Seal, pick up Humongous. It's the second best one in my opinion, with having the lowest attack, and is extremely cheaper. Next, I'm running the double Mask of Restrict. As I said, I don't want to face Dynamist, I don't want to face Draco Slayers and have so much trouble. I don't want to face monarchs. So just being able to activate this, they can't tribute, helps me a lot of the time. As long as they can't get around it, so that's why I run the 2, because if they destroy one, I've got the other just in case. Now, as I said before, don't want to face against pendulums, so that is why I'm running the anti-spell fragrance. Now, the reason this is because my captain in my team, Edward, actually runs a pendulum magician deck. So if you actually want a great video on that, go check out his channel, team channel, sorry, Dual Society X. He's got a great video on that. It is absolutely amazing, so definitely check out that. I'll leave a link in the comment section down below, as well as the description down below, so definitely check him out, as he is absolutely amazing with the deck, and in my personal opinion, it is a great build because it doesn't brick. But knowing that he faces that, I thought I'd run knowing that he runs that, I thought I'd run anti-spell fragrance, as it would slow him down, but either way, it's a lot of fun and is quite useful. So giving a shout out to my team, Dual Society X. Next, for the main side deck, to finish it off, I'm running for the back row removal double twin twister. Now when I got this, it was about $5. It might have gone up in price. I do know at one point it was $12. Hopefully it's gone down, but if it hasn't, the budget alternative for this is Mystical Space Typhoon. Just get around those back row cards that you know you don't want to deal with, makes your game a lot easier. Now for the acknowledgement cards, I would like to acknowledge for monsters, Vanity's Fiend, sorry, skipped ahead of myself. Vanity's Fiend, which you can either run double of, as well as Fossil Dino. Now, the reason this is because not every deck might be able to run these, as they might not be able to protect the Fossil Dino, or they might not be able to bring out Vanity's Fiend so quickly. But if you can, definitely run them, as they stop your opponent from doing all those special summons. Next, because I said of Zodiacs, Flying Sea is also the acknowledgement card, is quite a bit of fun, and stopping them from being able to go for all those XZ plays makes your game a lot easier. To finish it off against those Paleozoics and Trap heavy decks, I did choose Jinzo. The reason this is because it's the old school, really fun trap stopping card. Now before I go on to the other cards, I would like to actually point out a quick combo I just realized a while back with these 2 cards, as well as there's also a Monarch card, or it's a trap card, or it might be a spell. I'm trying to remember the name, I've completely blanked. If you do remember it, comment down below and there'll be a lot of help for everyone else. But pretty much the effect is your tribute monsters can't be destroyed or targeted by card effects. So if you've got Vanity's Fiend and Jinzo, they can't activate traps, they can't special summon their cards, and if you've got that spell or trap card that protects them, they can't activate Dark Hole or anything like that to get around them. So that pretty much just stops them completely, and they can't go for the whole Kaiju over Vanity's Fiend, because Kaiju still requires to do the whole special summon to your opponent's side of the field. So that is why Vanity's Fiend really does stop them quite a bit of time, and if you've got those 3 cards, they're locked down. Next, I am running the, I would like to acknowledge for the spells, the 1 Forbidden Chalice against those effect heavy decks. It's a lot of fun, although it gives them an attack boost. Just being able to stop those annoying effects is a lot of fun. The 1 System Down is also quite useful if you're going up against machine-based decks, and Necro Valley if you're going up against a deck that you know uses a lot of graveyard effects. So those are just my acknowledgements for the monsters and spells. They're a lot of usefulness and quite helpful. For the traps, I decided to acknowledge Imperial Order, Royal Decree, Skill Drain, Imperial Iron Wall, Dimensional Barrier, and Lose 1 Turn. Now these 4 up here, if you don't already know what they do, Imperial Order, your opponent can't, neither player can activate spells, they pretty much negate them on the field. Royal Decree, negating traps. Skill Drain, negating monster effects. Imperial Iron Wall, stopping everyone from bashing. Dimensional Barrier. I really hope this card gets an errata, because at the moment it only stops your opponent from being able to go for the XZ play, the Synchro, or the Fusion play. But if this gets an errata for stopping your opponent from going for the Link plays, this card will make a huge comeback and might go up in price. So if it does get an errata, I do hope all of you have this before it does. If it doesn't though, either way it's still a fun card that you can use. And lose 1 turn just to stall my opponent from stopping them from being able to do all that special summon in their turn. Being able to attack with those special summon monsters and using their special summon monsters effects. So that is it for my side deck video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and if there is any other deck you don't know how to face, comment down below and I'll be happy to help you, as I am Joker and that is what I'm here to do. Don't forget to also subscribe to my team's channel, Duel Society X, as well as 2 awesome members, Dreadlash and Fluffleplayer. They are all absolutely amazing, and for my team we're actually trying to hit that 100 subscriber mark, so definitely check them out and smash their subscribe button as well as mine for awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content. But for now, that is it for the Joker, and I do all hope you enjoyed this video.